Hey all, Hipper here. So lots of you have asked me for a video on how to craft a legendary ship. So I will deliver in this video, so don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, share, and well, any other interaction you want to do. So crafting ships, I have a few videos on that already. And to craft a ship, you will need blueprints, and you will need shipwrights hammers, right? So if you don't know how to get those, just look up one of my other ship crafting videos and I will tell you exactly how to do that in that video. But this video here is about crafting a legendary ship. So first up, you gotta know that there's no guarantee to craft a legendary ship. Except if your lucky value is hitting 100%, then you are absolutely sure that the next ship you craft is going to be a legendary ship. So if that isn't the case, then most of the time when you're going to craft a ship, you're going to end up with a rare version or an epic version. Of course, the epic versions are excellent, there's nothing wrong with that, but the rare versions I really wouldn't use. So legendary ships, they come along once in a blue moon, and it's pretty much all up to luck, or if you have actually purchased or crafted enough ships to be sure, like I said earlier, to have a legendary ship in your next craft. As you can imagine, this could become time consuming and also quite expensive if you really want to get a legendary ship. And of course, on top of that, there's many other ways to improve a legendary ship that of course also costs money. So say you have two legendary ships of the same kind. You can then choose to kind of, absorb one legendary ship into the other legendary ship. And that way you're going to improve the base attributes of that legendary ship. So of course this is very, very powerful, but also very expensive and resource intensive, because you are in fact not wasting a legendary ship, but you are using a legendary ship that you could otherwise include in your fleet, right? So this is, probably not going to happen very often, but at least the option is there. So if you got duplicates of a legendary ship, you can use one duplicate to improve the base attributes of the legendary ship that you want to stick with. So a bit of thought should go into this process here, because if you make a mistake, you are down a legendary ship, or a lot of resources at the very least. So just make sure you understand this before you go ahead and potentially waste a legendary ship that would make more sense to use in your fleet, right? So just a little warning here. So next step, say you've been lucky enough to pull a legendary ship, and if you have any additional duplicates, you can, like I said before, choose to use those to improve your legendary ship even more. But basic skills is the next thing I'm going to tell you about, or skills in general. Now, I've touched upon this before. This is the same with rare ships and epic ships. Once you craft the ships, you are given 4, it seems, randomly chosen skills. For example, Thunderous Fury, pure gunpowder here, and shotgun weapons. So Thunderous Fury is obviously the weak skill here. Now the other ones are excellent. I'm not really going to do anything about those. But you can go in and you can check out all the skills available, and then you can click on them and see, is there any that I would like instead of the randomly assigned skill. So remember, the 4th skill you cannot change, but the first 3 you can choose one of those skills to hone or change if you want to. But once you choose it, you cannot go back on that. So just make absolutely sure you pick the skill that you absolutely want to change, because at the moment there is no going back. So on this ship here, the first skill is purple, not legendary. So I'm kind of thinking I want to change this one. So we're going to give it a shot by pressing the hone button. And of course you need resources to hone skills. And the next skill is okay, but I'm trying to get something better. So I'm going to keep doing this until I get a skill that I really want. And you can be unlucky, like I am in this example here, and you don't actually get a skill that's better than the one you already have, because 7% damage of all types is actually quite good. I'm kind of looking for this 12% version of this, which will be very difficult to get. So I'm almost out of resources now, and I can't actually do another hone, meaning that I have ended up with the exact same skill that I started out with, And in the process, I've spent a lot of resources, but I haven't really got anything out of it. So that's okay. I can always come back later and keep going. But for now, I'm just gonna have to accept that this is the way it is. So now that I have a legendary Stormbringer, I'm going to move all my equipment and my heroes across from my epic Stormbringer, because obviously the legendary version is better. So I'm going to remove all the items from the epic Stormbringer, my epic ship here, because I don't need it anymore. I could, you know, have 2 Stormbringers in my fleet, but at the moment I'm going to stick with just 1, and then maybe in the future I'm going to do a drowning build. So that's why I'm going to save my my epic Stormbringer, because I can use that in the future. So always think ahead, because these things are hard to get, and if you make a mistake, you'll be hitting yourself later on. So at this point, I'm just moving the items across from the epic Stormbringer to the new legendary Stormbringer. And if there's anything, you know, on the way that I haven't upgraded, this is a good time to do it, to get that last, you know, few levels on your items. So for example here, the figurehead is only level 13. So I might as well, you know, level it to level 15 if I have the resources to do it. And in this case here, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it because I'm in here anyway, and you know, I have just obviously forgotten about this, you know, back when I actually set the ship here up. So the key here when you're crafting ships and you're upgrading items and really anything you do in the game, you have to think ahead. Because don't waste, for example, legendary items that you could possibly use on a different ship in a few weeks. Keep them in your inventory. And the same thing to do with crafted ships. Like you saw me, I kept the epic Stormbringer because I'm thinking I may be able to use that for a drowning build later on, because the ship is already leveled to level 20, right? So keep that in mind. Always save what you can possibly save. So let's move into the heroes. So again, I'm just going to remove them from the epic Stormbringer. And as you can see, Lester and Tanaka and Ned here, they are pretty violent blazing guys, and this is a really good blazing build. And on a legendary ship, it's going to be even better because that ship has better stats and also better skills. So this is going to be an excellent addition to my fleet. And as you can tell, I'm just putting the exact same heroes in the exact same spot on the new ship. And all I'm going to end up is really more power and a more powerful fleet. So that's how you craft a legendary ship. And just remember, it's kind of luck when you craft the ship. So don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you out there.